And now it's time for a dramatic reading with Theo the Bunny. This is my promise of great taste, quality, and convenience. I guarantee it. 3 tablespoons of water, half a cup of vegetable oil, and 2 eggs. Heat of it as directed in the chart below. And make sure, against all odds, that you grease the pan. Stir in the brownie mix, water and oil, and never, ever forget the eggs. Blend well into a medium bowl. Bake as directed in chart or until toothpick inserted comes out clean. Cool. And finally, to cut warm brownies, use a plastic knife or forever be in dismantled proportions. Hi! How is everyone doing today? My name is Theo the Bunny, and welcome to Theo Reads a Bedtime Story. It's chilly out. We're getting some nice fall chilly weather. What? What do you mean it looks stupid? I mean, it looks kind of nice. My ears are cold. What else do you want me to do? Hats don't fit me. And if I do buy a hat, I gotta cut the holes on the top to poke my ears out of. It defeats the purpose. Fine. I'll take them off. Is that better? Happy down the road. So welcome everyone to Theo Reads a Bedtime Story. Again, my name is Theo the Bunny. I'm gonna read you a nice story today. It's a fall theme because I thought, since we're in the fall weather, it would be nice. So today's book is called Fletcher and the Falling Leaves. It is written by Julia Rawlinson. Oh, pretty colors. The world was changing. Each morning when Fletcher bounded out of the den. A den. You don't really hear that word much more anymore. Like, you go over to someone's house and they're like, let's go sit in the den. Nope. Now it's more like, you can't come in, you gotta stay outside, cause, with what's going on. And also, you're a bunny, and I don't know if you're house trained. So Fletcher bounded out of the den. Everything seemed just a little bit different. The rich green of the forest was turning a dusty gold, and the soft swishing sound of summer was fading to a crinkly whisper. Fletcher's favorite tree looked dull, dry, and brown. Fletcher was beginning to get worried. Oh no! What is happening to his tree? Did he forget to water it? I think my tree is sick, said Fletcher. What's wrong with it? His mother asked. Its leaves are turning brown, said Fletcher. Don't worry, it's only autumn, she said. Fletcher ran back to his tree and patted the rough bark. Don't worry, it's only autumn, he said. You'll be feeling better soon. But the tree didn't get better. Oh no! Each day more leaves turned brown. One morning, the wind blew a small brown leaf off of a branch. Just like that. Fletcher jumped up and caught it, very gently, in his paw. Nice catch. Know a couple football teams that could probably use someone like Fletcher. Don't worry, tree. Is that really the tree's name? Just tree? Tree doesn't have a real name like Brandon? Gonna call the tree Brandon. I've got your leaf. I'll fix you. Fletcher looked around, picked up a piece of grass, and carefully tied the leaf to a branch. Ah, what a good friend. Not a smart friend, but a good friend. Just then, another gust of wind ruffled Fletcher's fur. Whoa! The little leaf shook itself free and fluttered back to the ground. Hi. Fletcher picked it up again and thought very hard. Then he poked the leaf into a twig and pushed it down firmly. Now you hold on tight, said Fletcher to the inanimate leaf. No more flying around. The leaf gave a little tiny rustle in reply. Oh, maybe it is alive. Ha! The next day, a strong wind was blowing through the forest. Fletcher rushed out of the den, there's that word again, and all the way to his tree. Lots of branches were bare, oh no! And little lost leaves spun everywhere. Don't worry, tree, I'll catch them for you, I promise. Round and round whirled Fletcher after the swirling leaves. He's fast. Look how fast he's going. To try and catch leaves, you gotta be pretty fast. Like Theo the Bunny. I get dizzy watching him run around. Leaves, wonderful, just what I need for my nest, said a squirrel. But these belong to the tree, said Fletcher. Don't take them away. The tree doesn't need them anymore, said the squirrel, bounding off. Help! Help! The wind and the squirrel are stealing our leaves, said Fletcher. I feel like Fletcher's mom has not prepared him for real life. Leaves, terrific! Just what I need to keep warm, said a porcupine rolling around on the ground. But these belong to the tree, said Fletcher, plucking leaves from the porcupine's needles. Ha! Look at that porcupine. He's got leaves stuck to his needle back. That's silly. Not anymore, snuffled the porcupine and rolled away. Wow, that porcupine's kind of mean. Kind of that, possession is 9/10 of the law thing. Help, help, the wind, the squirrel, and the porcupine are stealing our leaves, cried Fletcher. Suddenly, a flock of friendly birds swooped down from the sky. They picked up the leaves in their beaks and poked them onto the tree branches. Soon the tree was leafy again and Fletcher flopped out and smiled. That was nice of the birds. I wonder if they're friends with, what's her name, Cinderella? You know how she could sing and make the animals do whatever she wanted? Maybe she said the birds. Thank you, birds, thank you, he gasped at the birds as they fluttered away. He lay looking up through the leaves at the sky and drifted off to sleep. Just like that. But the wind continued to blow and the branches still danced. The leaves shivered and shook themselves and began to wiggle free. They tossed and turned and twitched and twirled and tumbled to the ground. They brushed Fletcher's ears and nose and filled his dreams with a whispering sound. When Fletcher finally woke up, he couldn't believe his eyes. Instead of a roof of dancing leaves, all he could see were bare branches against the sky. Oh, tree, I have failed you. I am so sorry, gulped Fletcher. All your leaves are gone. But then he saw, high in the branches, one small leaf still holding on for dear life. I won't let the wind steal that one, said Fletcher, and he began to climb the tree. He crawled along to the last leaf and held it firmly onto its branch. All day long the wind blew, the branch bounced, and Fletcher held tight. I'll stay with you, leaf, he said. Don't worry. Wow, that is commitment. What he doesn't know is that that tree is scheduled to be torn down by the logging company later this week. But then with a sudden whoosh of wind, the branch bounced high with a plip. The leaf, that was funny. Plip. Plip. With a plip, the leaf let go and fluttered like a little flag clutched in Fletcher's paw. Fletcher looked really sad at the leaf he had promised to save. He carried it carefully down the tree and back to the den. He made a cozy little bed for it and gently tucked it in. Think, this kid maybe needs a little help. But all night long he could only think of his tree all on its own. At dawn, Fletcher tiptoed outside. I am tiptoeing. The wind had finally stopped blowing, and the air was cold. The moon still hung in the clear sky, and pale stars glimmered. As he came to his favorite tree, Fletcher saw a magical sight. What did he see? I want to know! This is exciting! Let's turn the page. Whoa! The tree was hung with 1,000 icicles! Wonder if he counted all of them. Shining silver in the early light. You are more beautiful than ever, whispered Fletcher. But are you all right? A tiny breeze shivered the branches, making a sound like laughter, and in the light of the rising sun, the sparkling branches nodded. Fletcher gave his tree a hug and went back to the den for a nice, warm breakfast. Ooh, that sounds good. The end. Well, that was nice, talking about the leaves changing. I'm glad his tree was okay. And, this was kind of different than all the other books we've read, because, nobody got eaten or died or anything bad happened to him, which is nice. So, yay! So I hope you liked that book. That was fun. And next week we're gonna read another fall book theme thing too. So get a good night's sleep and be well rested for the next video. See you guys next time. Bye!